It's 3:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're scrolling TikTok when suddenly, everything goes dark. No Wi-Fi. No data. No Google. Your bank account? Gone. Your job? Vanished. This isn't a power outage. This is the end of civilization as we know it. And what happens in the next 365 days will absolutely terrify you. Within 3 hours, the world loses its mind. It starts small. Your Instagram won't load. Then Netflix crashes. But when every website says page cannot be found, that's when the screaming begins. But here's what no one expected. ATMs shut down. Credit cards stop working. Why? Because 97% of financial transactions need the internet. The cashier at Starbucks looks at your card like it's ancient hieroglyphics. The stock market crashes 40% in a single hour. 911 is overwhelmed. Ambulances can't find addresses without GPS. Flights? Grounded worldwide. Pilots can't even access their flight plans. But the real chaos? That's just beginning. By day 3, your neighbors become your enemies. Without Google Maps, delivery trucks get lost. Store shelves are empty within 72 hours. But here's the kicker. Nobody knows how to do anything anymore. How do you fix a car without a YouTube tutorial? How do doctors access patient records? How do you even call someone when every app needs the internet to work? Fake news spreads like wildfire through old radio stations. The government did this. No, it's aliens. China attacked us. Without Google to fact-check, people believe everything. But wait, it gets worse. Nuclear power plants rely on internet systems to coordinate safety. And on day 6, the first one melts down. Not because of an attack, but because engineers couldn't talk to each other. 30 days in your president is hiding in a bunker. Modern governments are just glorified networks. No internet means no coordination between cities, states, or countries. But some people saw this coming. Meet the preppers. The 2% who stored physical maps, cash, and canned food. They're now the new elite. While the rest of the world starves. They're building underground communication networks, using ham radios. Meanwhile, universities with physical libraries become fortresses. Why? Because they hold the only remaining knowledge that doesn't need Google. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. Criminal organizations thrive. Why? Because they never relied on the legal internet anyway. They create a physical dark web using hidden radio networks. And it works. 365 days later, Earth looks like a different planet. Cities are ghost towns. But small communities? They're booming. Turns out humans survived for thousands of years without Wi-Fi. But the people in power now? You'll never guess who they are. Librarians. They know where information is stored, physically. A medical textbook is worth more than gold. Mechanics who memorized car repairs? Millionaires. Farmers who never used GPS? They're feeding entire cities. But here's the craziest part. Kids adapt in 6 months. They invent games without screens. They learn to read physical maps. And they discover something shocking. They're happier. In communities that embrace the new offline world, mental health improves by 67%. But could we actually rebuild the internet from scratch? Well, here's what you'd need. Millions of miles of underground cables. Most are now broken. Satellites, all crashed without ground control. Server farms, fried. Domain systems, completely gone. The cost to bring it back? $47 trillion. More than the entire global economy. But some groups try anyway. They call it Internet 2. It only connects 50 cities. And it costs $500 an hour just to access it. Meanwhile, humanity splits into 2 groups. The connectors, who desperately want the internet back. And the disconnectors, who believe life is better without it. And that creates the final twist. After 5 years, when a team of scientists finally builds a basic internet connection, 40% of the world refuses to log in. They've discovered something terrifying. They don't need it anymore. So now, I'll ask you the question that'll keep you up tonight. If the internet disappeared tomorrow, would you be part of the 2% who survive? Or the 98% who panic? Comment below. What's the first thing you'd do if your phone stopped working right now? And if this video made you rethink everything about modern life, smash that subscribe button. Because next week, we're revealing what happens when all the satellites fall from space. And trust me, you are not ready for that one.